So, dear students, in our last section, we have seen the configuration management, how the change is requested and how it is implemented. Today, we will see the managing embedded system development projects. So, how it is done. So, in this, the phases are project proposal preparation, project planning, providing the development infrastructure, co-design and co-verification, risk management and quality managing. So whenever we are managing the development of embedded system projects, the first phase is project proposal preparation. In the project proposal preparation, we have already discussed that there are two types of projects. The first is according to the client's requirement, and the second is modification of the existing one, where we are considering the requirements that are with us, that comes from the marketing team to us. So, according to the requirement, the first thing that we will do is project proposal preparation, in which we will finalize the SRS, that is nothing but system requirement specification, that is nothing but validated document, where this validated document will specify the problem definition in detail along with the functionalities and performance of our system that we are going to build. That is nothing but project proposal preparation. So whenever we are developing the any project, so at that time the first phase is preparing the project proposal, that consider in detail which processor you are going to use, what will be the particular requirement components that are required for your system, how step by step you will be processing towards finalizing the project. Everything comes in the project proposal preparation. Now after project proposal preparation, next comes the project planning. Now as you have finalized the proposal, then the next thing comes, that is nothing but planning of your project. So whenever you are planning your project, at that time you will be finalizing the timeline chart, that in this particular time as much these modules will be built, as well as what will be the deadline of building the particular project, as you will be dividing the system into various modules. So step by step, what will be the timeline for each and every module, what will be the work of which team, everything will be done in the project planning phase. Then providing the development infrastructure. Now when you have well planned your project, where everything is well defined according with timeline, workflow, then who will be responsible for which particular working, the next comes is providing the development infrastructure. Now at every time of development of the system, the infrastructure requirement is different according to that particular system. So whenever your proposal is finalized, you are done with your planning, the next comes is nothing but providing the development infrastructure, because when we are having that particular infrastructure which is required for the system, only after that we will be able to build that system. So after finalizing and planning, the main phase is providing the development infrastructure, so that according to the need of our system's infrastructure, we will be able to build the system. Then after providing that, co-design and co-verification is done. Co-design, as we know, is nothing but hardware design and software design, where your system will be designed in parallel way, that hardware designing will be done as well as software designing will be done module by module. Then co-verification. After co-design, your build system will be implemented, and after implementation, co-verification is done. Actually co-verification is done at each phase. Co-verification is nothing but verifying your hardware software modules, that is nothing but co-verification, and it is done at each phase. Whenever you are building the module, it will be checked every time, that is nothing but co-verification. The main thing or main process when you are developing the embedded system project, in that management is the important part of management is risk management. You have to consider risk management from starting of your system, that what will be the risks that can occur in the particular system. According to that, to overcome that risks, already we have to prepare our system. So all that things comes under the risk management, so that also we have to take into consideration from the starting of the building the system. Then next is quality management. Quality management is responsible for providing the system in such a way that the performance of our system will be according to the requirement or expectation every time. That is nothing but quality management. Means whatever system you are building, you are going to build in the compact size with less cost and with all the components, so the quality should be upgraded. Because it is, what is a ES is nothing but combination and of hardware and software which is providing the particular output. So when you are doing any system for the particular output, the quality is should be maintained at every time, and that's why quality management is also one of the important part when you are managing the development of embedded system project. So this is all about when you are developing the project, so how the management of embedded system development projects has been done. Thank you.